What's cracking, world? It's your boy Joshua Q. Castro again. We're here with another episode of the ZosCast podcast. This is that special edition that I've been doing, which showcases contestants of the Miss Marianas this year. And my next guest is contestant number 4, Miss Sharon Palacios. Hi, welcome. Yay! See, I need to get a crowd in here one of these days, man, just to be like the hype people. Yeah, exactly. You know, whenever I say something funny or kind of funny, they can laugh. Yeah, something along those lines. But anyways, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Or welcome to the show. And I guess let's talk. Yeah. I feel like I'm starting all the conversations like this, but I just kind of want to get your take too on today. How was you guys just came from a DFS event that you had earlier?
Yes.
Yeah. How was that?
That was fun. So we went to DFS at 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and they provided all the makeup.
Okay.
So it was fun. We did skincare and techniques on how to like blend your eyeshadow or why it's important to keep your skin nice before you apply makeup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all of that.
Nice,
It was
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
That was
How
fun.
long did that last for?
And we were there from 8 to a little before lunch. Oh, actually, the girls had to leave to come here.
Oh,
So we
okay.
we were there for a while. But it was fun, girls in makeup. It's always
Yeah,
something
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that's true. No, because I even saw the video that you guys did with my nephew Mark.
Oh,
And I saw that you guys are having so much fun over there as well.
Honestly, yes. And
Yeah.
it's free. And we get to
Yeah.
play with it, and it's at DFS, so it's really fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this whole pageantry thing, is this something that you've always dreamt about? Is it something that you were looking forward to as you were getting older? Or did it just kind of pop up out of nowhere and you're like, hey, let's try this shit out, see what happens, or just try this out?
Yeah, it's so crazy because it was actually never a plan of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really thought about it because I always had this idea, or I feel like people that aren't in the pageant kind of always have this idea that it's only about how you look and what I mean,
Yes.
it's only beauty, there's nothing else. But I just felt like there wasn't really any depth to it,
Mm-hmm.
so I felt like it wasn't for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then the more I got educated about like how it was deeper than that,
Mm-hmm.
and how it was about like what was inside and what you can actually bring to the table and not just how you look.
Uh-huh.
That's what made me want to join. Like the fact that we have a platform and
Mm-hmm.
everything else. Like wow, this is a really good opportunity, and it's gonna help me with like getting a step up in life
Mm-hmm.
and helping my community.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up. And, for those that have been following the podcast, I was talking to Gian, and even me, man, I was just blown away about everything else that happens, behind the scenes. Because I fell into that trap as well, where, the pageantry is just one-dimensional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt for the longest time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's why I'm doing this as well. So for others that are like me, kind of get an idea of really what goes on, So definitely, that's cool, man. That's what's up. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. So dang, it just kind of just one day you're like, hey, they're looking for girls. Or?
Yeah, so people were messaging me, like they're constantly messaging me, like
Yeah.
pushing me to join,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I don't know, I feel like it's not really for me. I don't think I'm like a pageant girl. You know how they say that, like pageant
Yeah.
type or pageant girl. I was just like, I'm not too sure, and then they educated me about it, like what it was really about, and it was actually my coworkers. And
Okay.
they're like, okay, they sat me down and they're like, Sharon, what do you want to be when you grow up? Or where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I was just like, I really want to be a businesswoman. And I want to be a businesswoman in Saipan.
Yes.
And I want to give back,
Got
like,
that mix.
Yeah.
On Saipan. Most
yes, on
importantly, yeah.
Saipan, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you have a platform if you run for Miss Marianas, and you get to connect with people, you get to meet all these people, and it'll be really good for you. And I was just like, wow, honestly, that's so true. And I feel like it was such a reality check for me because I want to become a businesswoman, but I was really shy. So I feel like I had to like step out of my comfort zone right then and there to get where I wanted to go or to be.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just like, wow, okay. And that's what convinced me, the fact that they brought up like my career and what I want to do and how it'll help me. So that's what really pushed me to
Nice. So
go.
that was kind of your turning point?
Yeah.
Yeah. These coworkers that you speak of, do they have experience in pageantry? Or?
No,
Oh,
they
okay. They
just
just kind of
they
heard.
knew, yeah, they knew that they're looking for girls, and
Mhm.
so they're like, I think you'll really do good, like,
Yeah.
and what meant a lot to me was that they say like, I actually like know you as a person, and they're so sweet. Like, I actually know you personally, and I
Mhm.
feel like this is something that you'll do good in.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Nice, nice.
yeah,
That's cool.
and
You
I'm
want to
like,
give him a shout out real quick?
yeah, shout out to my coworkers.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. No, that's cool, man. And what's funny is sometimes it takes that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, numerous amounts of stories how, the passion never happened until like mid-20s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when the realization came about. At least now you're getting it at an early age, and and your source, is your coworkers, not
Yeah.
necessarily people you grew up with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. That's definitely or I think that's a very cool ordeal. And out the gate, you already know you got their support. So
Yeah.
there's already a support system put in place
Mhm.
before you even signed up for everything.
Yeah, and the fact that they just really believed in me, I was just like, wow, these people really believe in like what I can do or my potential. So that's what really pushed me. I was
Nice,
just like,
nice.
wow, I can do it. Like,
Yeah, hell yeah.
it'll help me.
And we're
So,
here now, so you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, you've at least made it this far.
Yeah.
How's the support coming from your family?
It's good. Like,
Yeah.
they really do support me. Everything I do,
Did-
they're there.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Right.
let me just cut you off real quick. Did they feel like this 100% from the beginning, or is it some convincing that had to take place?
So of course my mom was like, okay, like, I'll be with you every step of the way. Yeah. My dad was a little hard to talk to, of course, because he actually has all girls, just one boy.
Okay, okay.
So, and we live in Saipan and kind of have like that old school type
Oh,
of like, yeah. So it took a little convincing, but just like how I saw the pageantry, that's how he saw it too.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I told him, I was like, I understand what you might think about it, but
Mhm.
I also let him know it's not just about that.
Cool,
And
cool.
so yeah,
And like you're almost secretly helping me out with my goal in this as well, is
Yeah.
educating people. So then now, the way I see it is that's where the chain reaction starts. So now
Yes.
within his circle, he could start explaining now what his daughter's doing, so on and so forth.
and it's not just about how you look.
Yes,
There's
definitely.
definitely more to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man, and I love that about all these conversations I'm having, because again, I'm just getting very educated on this whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so damn, that's cool. What do you know what it was though that was bothering him? Like why he saw it as a negative? Is it just because of because he thought it was all looks, or was he worried about
Yeah.
anything else?
I think it's also being put out there.
Yes,
And-
other girls have said, or other contestants have said that as well.
And just like I think as a parent, he's probably scared about what people might say and how
yeah.
you're put on the radar and
Yeah.
everything you do, everything you say, people will have something to say about it.
Definitely.
But like I was also explaining to him that when I grow up, I want to be a businesswoman, and it's gonna happen. I have to connect with people.
Yes.
Some people are gonna agree with you, some people won't, and it's life. It's always
Yeah.
gonna happen, and we have to accept that.
That's cool. And
Yeah.
what's cool is that this is almost like you going to school in a sense, because now you're
Yeah.
learning things throughout the way, or throughout this whole process. And I guess I'm guessing you're feeling more and more comfortable with the networking,
Yes.
talking to people and all that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it definitely made me more confident.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you have any siblings?
I do.
Yeah?
I have a lot, actually.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, I'm number 5 out of 6.
Okay. Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
I feel like I love that I have siblings because it really helps me, like day-to-day life, to talk about like what goes on and their opinion and everything.
Okay. Cool. And
Yeah.
I'm guessing they're pretty supportive as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Yes, they
Nice.
are. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Because I know the pageant itself is such a grueling schedule. Yeah. How do you fit that in? Or do you go to school, or do you have a job?
Full-time student, full-time employee, and
Dude, man, I think that's everyone then, right?
Yeah.
We getting everyone mix? Yeah, just
Yeah.
about everyone says that. Dang. Okay.
just what-
Now, how do you find the balance with all this?
honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of time that you have to put in, but I feel like how I see it is that you're really investing in yourself. And so,
Definitely.
yeah, I feel like in every aspect it's helping me build. Like, I go to school, it's helping me. This whole pageant is helping me. And, of course, work, like making money.
Yeah.
There's different, like, aspects to each thing that I, like, go through. And I feel like it helps me focus on what actually matters to help me build as a person
Yeah,
and where
yeah.
I want to go. Yeah.
Shit.
So,
Damn.
yeah,
Okay. We got
yeah.
a sharp one here. No. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, I like how everything is mapped out. You know,
Yeah.
definitely. And the way you're talking about it too. You know, it's very calm, and I could feel the passion. You know, through your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You know, with how are things now at school? Like, do they recognize you more? Or do you get the support from them as well? Do they know what's going on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some people actually have spoken to me about it,
Mhm.
and it's people that I sit next to in class, and that's my first time to meet them, being
Oh.
classmates with them,
Okay.
and it's really nice because
Yeah.
the fact that they can like like they bring it up to me,
Uh-huh.
so I'm just like, yeah, it's fun, I like
Nice.
it, this and that, and they really support me. They're like, I hope you guys like.
Hope you go
But
far.
yeah. I hope, and they talk about everyone. Like, I hope you guys all go far. Like, I'm
Mm.
so excited for the pageant. I'm like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
should come. Are you
Yeah,
coming?
yeah, man. You know what's so crazy is that even with this too, like myself and some of my friends and family, I'm trying to get them to go to this. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just I feel like it's a good thing for I have a goddaughter that I'm always bringing up now,
Oh,
but
wow.
she kind of sparks or it kind of piqued her interest a little bit. So she's definitely gonna go check it out and to see if this is really something she wants. But definitely, man, I see positives all the way around with what's going on, and it's a whole lot better now hearing it from you guys.
Mhm.
You know, you touched up a lot on trying to be a businesswoman. Do you
Mhm.
have a goal or a plan with that already? You have it mapped out somehow?
In some sort of way,
Uh-huh.
I have an idea of what I want to do.
Okay, is that something you'd like to
And-
share?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Definitely. I wanted to start a bikini line
Okay.
on Saipan.
Yeah.
And, a local bikini line.
Yeah,
but
why not, huh?
Yeah, and I wanted to focus more on the locals rather than the tourists that come,
Mhm.
because most of the bikinis that they sell here are like overpriced, or it's something that we can't really afford.
Mhm.
And if you actually go to our beach, you see like a lot of families and women and men, but they're not really wearing like bathing suits
Yeah,
or bikinis, and maybe
T-shirt, no shorts.
yeah, maybe
basketball
it's
shorts.
maybe it's a
Sorry.
cultural thing,
Mhm.
but I feel like we have such beautiful women and men here that they should be more comfortable. So in a sense, I also want to bring that culture to like feel comfortable in your body, and you know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah. Like embrace it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I remember going to Hawaii one summer, and I was just so awed. I was like, wow, every single person on this beach is wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
And then I remember coming back to Saipan, and I was just like, not every, And so
Quick
that's
dries t-shirt.
and that's what I want to focus on. Like, my target is the people here.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, man. I like that. Like, that's I won't get too much into it, but that's something very important to me as well.
Yeah.
Like, I always suggest to people or youngins when I have the opportunity to talk to them to definitely leave the islands,
Yes.
but more so to gain experience.
Mhm.
And then maybe go get that degree and military, and but it'd be so cool if you came back.
Because this is our home.
Yeah, exactly. And real quick, I'm not dogging anyone that stays out there, but what I'm trying to get at least with my friends and family, let's go that route. When they say there's nothing there for me, and I'm speaking on Tinian, like the way I'm trying to educate them is, okay, that might be true, but maybe if you had that experience, came back and created something that could bring more people back, kind of like your line, wherever you're at, if it gets to a certain point, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to be hiring certain people with education, this and that. So that could be a reason for some of these cats to come back, but that's very cool, man. That's very nice. I know of one on Guam, but I don't think I've ever heard of any in the CNMI.
Yeah,
Have you?
I haven't.
Nothing? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So everything here, like is basically from elsewhere. No one makes it locally.
Yeah,
Bikinis, the ones that they sell at tourist shops and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So far.
Cool, man, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like, how you talked about there's people out there that say they'd feel like there's nothing for them here.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that comes a lot with perspective.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's very
I
true.
feel like, it's so important to me. Like, I always want to give back to my home because we are from here, and we can own land, we can do anything, and we can push our island to its full potential.
Yes, definitely.
And I feel like only the people can do that. And so if people say there's nothing for me here, it's something that they can do to make it something that
Yeah.
could be for them. You know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah. I've always thought, like, I've always had this crazy idea on Tinian, that if I ever became like this billionaire, what I'm gonna do is maybe one week a year,
Yeah.
fly these people from Tinian that are living in the States, just fly them over and, one, spend some money over there to build the economy a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe even, just to educate people, just to see, or just to test it out, just to see what they can create so that others can come over and still live a comfortable lifestyle. But yeah, man, I love the ambition, man. Definitely,
Yes.
that's, I'm not sure if you're familiar with my other podcasts, the ones that aren't, this is a Miss Marianas themed one, but
Yeah.
my other ones, like, always talk about that, the untraditional thinker. Like, those are the stories that I always want to put out there. So maybe later on down the line, you're going to be coming back for,
definitely.
you know what I'm saying? Be coming back talking
Yeah.
about your bikini line.
Yeah, and I like this because I feel like through conversation, like I learn from you and you
Yeah,
learn from me.
yeah,
right?
definitely.
Yeah.
I might be getting too much into it, but I like speaking of the third idea, the third thought. And what I mean by that is, if we're speaking on the same thing, let's say beautifying the island,
Yeah.
or bettering, let's just say general idea, bettering the island. So you have your way of doing it. You have your path. You're seeing whatever your straight line is. I have my own as well, my straight line, whatever. Combined, we could make that third
Yes.
idea, and who knows, it could be better than ours individually. But whatever it is, if it's not that good, then at least you're canceling out some problems.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're finding
Yes.
ways that don't work. So yeah, I'm always down for stuff like that, and basically those are the conversations that I like to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get too into it, but
Definitely.
yeah, like my nephew Mark, we spoke on something, and he's doing it through his way of creating content, and then I'm gonna
Yes.
try doing something through this, so.
Like they're giving the island exposure and the people of the island.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And
definitely.
bringing that out. in
Yeah,
them.
one of these days, man, if we play our cards right, when kids are asked who they look up to, Beyonce her name might eventually be next to Sharon. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it could be that kind of inspiration that we do, but who truly knows until we actually do it? So
Yeah,
who
and
truly
that's-
knows until
And
you walk down
I
this
feel
line?
like it's one of my goals too. Like I just want to be an influencer and own the fact that I am from here and I want to stay here. I want to help
Yes.
build my island, to its full potential
Yes.
because we have beautiful people here that can easily
Definitely.
do it. I feel like it's within arm's reach, but it's all about actually doing it.
Yes, action.
Yeah.
yeah.
Taking
Putting it
action.
from thought to actual
Yeah.
doing.
Executing
cool.
your thoughts.
Yeah, man, that's so cool, man. I like that we're having this conversation. I feel like
know.
we're veering off a little bit, but you know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Like, no, it's cool. It's really bringing out a lot of conversation, so
Yeah.
maybe ideas will come off of this. But, okay, so back to the pageant.
Okay.
Up to this point, like, what has been, like, the moment that has really stood out for you?
The moment that has
Yeah,
really
like, an experience or, just, whatever personal experience.
Yeah, I feel like something that really stood out to me was the fact that I'm learning a lot about myself. And to think that, you live with yourself every single day. Like, I'm 22. I would think that I've been living with myself for 22 years, that I've known myself, like, you know what I mean? Like, well-rounded and who I am and everything. And I feel like this pageant or this whole journey has taught me more about who I am and what I am capable of.
Oh, okay.
And so, and it's not just one day, it's every single day, because it's pushing me to step out of my comfort zone. And then when I finally do it, I'm just like, wow, like, it wasn't that scary and it's not that hard. And I feel like we all go through that. Like, there's reasons why we don't do something. It's because we feel uncomfortable or we think it's scary. And it's just like, I can't believe, like, I was this scared for this long, or I held back for this long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on something that you're truly enjoying now, I'm
Yeah.
guessing. Yeah.
And, like, the outcome was, like, so good. And there was nothing that I have lost. I've only learned and I've only gained.
Yeah, so win or lose on this competition, like,
Yeah.
you feel you're a winner now.
I feel like
you've
I've
gained
won.
so much.
Because I've learned a lot I'm still learning a lot about myself, and I feel like that's what makes me feel really good.
Okay,
Yeah, I
nice,
feel like
nice.
it makes me feel like this was worth it, and it's something that's really making me want to push further.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
So do you see pageantry as something you're going to continue regardless if you win or lose?
Um, and not in that sense. I
Mm,
feel like one thing that really pushed me was because I wanted to do it for my island, and so
gotcha,
like pageantry elsewhere me wouldn't really be my thing. Yeah,
gotcha. Okay, okay,
yeah,
nice, nice.
yeah.
And definitely, like you spoke of before, using this platform towards something that you're you're working towards, which is
Yes.
basically the business
Yeah.
and all that. Cool, cool. Damn, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, again, losing
No,
train of
it's
thought,
fine. Yeah.
veering off and all that. But so describe. I asked this question to everyone because today's a Sunday and you guys are here with me. But what would a perfect Sunday be like for you?
A perfect Sunday would
Yeah.
be I actually go to church with my dad and my family every
Okay.
morning.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we would go to church and spend some time there, and then we have brunch.
Mhm.
Just and then we go to the cemetery and visit like
Oh, okay.
past
Some loved ones.
ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice,
and then we
nice.
go home and just chill for a while. My dad barbecues every Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice,
so it's
nice.
like a tradition
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So it's like your little family time
yeah.
on Sundays. Damn, I
Sundays
hope I'm
a
not
day of
taking you
rest.
away from that
No,
right now.
it's fine.
With all that
Gotta
said,
put in
yeah.
work.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Cool, cool. Yeah, you know,
That's it.
yeah, it's so crazy too because like it's such a part of our culture, the whole barbecuing thing, you know.
Yes,
And,
I love barbecue.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so
Yeah.
crazy that everyone does it, and like and especially on Sundays, like that seems to
Mhm.
be the day, you know.
I
And
feel like it's therapeutic in a sense because there was actually a Sunday where we didn't barbecue, and it just felt so
it felt
weird.
off.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just like, that's not barbecuing.
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
is
dang.
something going on? Yeah. I
Yeah,
just feel
yeah.
like you have to barbecue.
Yeah, definitely. You know, speaking to a lot of people about the pageant, so this year, the talent segment of it has been taken out.
Yes.
Yes, but if it was still on, like, what talent would you bring
Oh.
forth?
Wow, that's a really, really
Sing, dance,
interesting question.
play any sports, anything like that?
No, I feel like my passion is more towards like fashion,
Okay.
and I don't know, like conversational therapeutic type of thing. So
Oh.
yeah, it's something interesting
Like
that
counseling?
I have.
On the counseling
Yeah,
side of things? Oh,
yeah, like
shoot, okay.
counseling. Yeah, so I
Nice.
feel like it's something that I would still need to really think hard about. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what exactly I can bring to the table in that sense.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, the you're talking about fashion. Have you? Are you one of them that has modeled for a local business? Have you modeled for
Um,
anyone yet?
I have modeled for Tribe a few years
Oh.
ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like 19. Yeah, so a few
Oh,
years ago.
Damn. So before the pageant.
Yeah, before the
Oh, okay.
pageant.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Have you done any since you entered this one?
I haven't.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't yet.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Yeah. I know. You know, I feel like every year, man, just the opportunities before, during, and after, you know, pageant. Like I see a lot of contestants. You know,
Yes.
they're modeling local businesses, man, which is pretty cool too. You know, the whole I have a hashtag going around with my stuff, but it's a local supporting locals.
Yes.
And I kind of like that idea.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I'll save this for Stellar, but even with, you know, or I'll get in depth with Stellar, but even with what they're doing, like I see locals taking you guys photos, I see you guys at local events, you know, all this stuff. So definitely love that
And it's
platform.
the exposure, like, you know what I mean, for the brand and then for the models.
Yeah, yeah,
and-
definitely. Like cross promote each other, you know. And we're
Yes.
all back to what you were saying. We all live on Saipan. We're all here now, you know.
We're
so-
all locals.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. So what would it mean to you though to win? Like, what? Yeah, what does it mean?
What do it mean to me?
Yeah, if you won, if you were crowned Miss Marianas.
I feel like it would mean a lot to me because I take so much pride being from here and how much I really want to help my island.
I see.
And it's in a sense, I feel like we didn't really talk about like what my platform or advocacy was.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was getting to that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it ties in with
Oopsie.
that. I feel like even though if you know if someone else has the crown, I feel like we have such a tight relationship that in a sense we would still push for our dreams.
I see.
Yeah.
So still kind of help each other
Yeah,
out.
like interconnect. Yeah,
Mhm.
because we all have an idea of what we want to do, and it all somehow connects with,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
each
So you
other.
know what? You speak on that platform. Now that we segue into
Yeah.
it, yeah, we just speak on that. Yeah.
My platform is actually land conservation,
Okay.
and it's almost like the idea of, Palau. Have you ever visited Palau?
No, I never visited.
Same. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But I
you
know it's beautiful. Yeah.
I've actually met some people from there through one of my close-up trips in high school.
Okay.
And I would, talk to them like, how's the island? How's it? And people from there say it's beautiful. You know what I mean? And I was just like, wow, they really take pride in their island and how nice it is. And how, and I'm just like, wow, I want to feel the same way for our island. So I started doing some research, like how they can maintain the quality of everything
In
there.
Palau.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so in a sense, it's something that I want to bring here.
Okay.
And it's just about like how they respect their island and their surroundings. And
yeah, like they take responsibility for all the stuff they do. Yeah.
Yes, and it's also the quality of tourists. And I feel like you want to respect their island because you see the people doing the same.
Oh, okay.
So
gotcha.
it's also also like bringing that idea to the locals here. Like actually wanting to take care of what we have, or what is home to us.
Yeah. No, very good point. Very good point. Because I mean, you could see it every now and then, especially it's Memorial Day weekend. So, there might be some trash hanging out somewhere. Is that kind of along those same lines of what you're talking about? Yeah.
And what really saddens me is that we can't just blame the tourists for the trash because we have to take responsibility of that too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then maybe not even if not picking it up, then maybe even educating some of the tourists, like this is what's bad, this is what we see is bad.
And actually when you go to Palau, I know you have to sign this pledge.
Okay.
And it's saying something like, I pledge to respect the waters of,
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I never heard that before.
I feel like when you go there and you sign it, you just feel like how genuinely beautiful it is and how you want to continue to take care of it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I'm just like, somewhat the idea of that. And then also like when you go to Grotto, have you been there recently?
Not recently.
And so I think I was there a few months ago, and I was so sad because there was so much trash.
Oh,
and I was just,
for real?
it's something natural that you can't get back. So if something happens to it, you can try to pay billions of dollars to get it back, but you won't. Like that's Mother Nature.
Okay. Yeah,
so in a sense, it's like to take care of what we already have and try to flourish on what will always be there. You know what I mean?
Nice. I like that. Okay, shit. I'm gonna take some sound bites off of this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Meek's over there fucking showing thumbs up. Nice. Okay, well, man, is there anything else that you would like to share? I feel like this conversation could go so many different ways right now. Yeah, man. Definitely. Got to return. We I don't know what the word is, but we definitely got to do this again.
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, just to see how everything's going since. But yeah, is there anything you'd like to add that maybe we skipped, or maybe that you want to say that I didn't ask you about?
I think for the most part we covered.
Covered most of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I swear it's just so enjoyable hearing all these different stories. The different reasons why people, or why the contestants are even doing this, how they started doing it, the different platforms. So definitely really appreciate your story and everything. So like you saw the others, this is the time where, just real quick, just want to give a shout out to everyone that's helped me put this together. Miss Gian, Rabold, the whole stellar Marianas staff and management, Lila, Ping, and everyone else involved, all the silent sponsors that got us this lovely place here at the Hyatt. Also, let me just plug this real quick. Shouts out to Uprooted, Cinema. Check us out on Facebook. And also, we're selling these jerseys to fundraise for our upcoming tour. But with that said, the mic is now yours, and whatever you want to say or plug, feel free to do so.
Thank you so much for having us, for having me. Thank you, Stellar and Nico and everyone. Thank you so much. This means so much to me.
Okay.
And I feel like I've learned so much, even just like a few minutes sitting down and talking about everything.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Cool. Hey, likewise. No. I feel
Very
like I'm
likewise.
building my, I'm building my, I guess, encyclopedia now in my head on
Yeah.
what to expect.
I feel like I need a time management.
Yeah, no, because you know what's crazy now is that the next ones we do, I'm a little bit more, I have more information now about pageantry, so maybe the questions get
Yeah.
more
Mm.
intimate, or you know what I'm
There's more
saying?
depth to the question.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that everyone's getting filtered out, so whoever's the last one, is probably gonna get the best one.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you again very
Thank
much
you so
for being on the
much.
show, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the others. Till next time. Shoots.
Bye.